Hey, what's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here. Today bringing you all a Clash Mini video, and in today's video I'm going to talk about minis that I would like to see in the future, not just in the next update, but in the future for Clash Mini. Now I'm only going to put out a few here, and just to kind of get the conversation started within the community, but these are minis that I think would actually be beneficial to the game, would help kind of balance some of the elixir. I was keeping in mind elixir costs and everything like that. I don't know if there will ever be, just fixing my microphone there, I don't know if there will ever be introduction to 1 elixir minis or 5 elixir minis, so I just kept it within the 2, 3, 4 range for the minis. But without further ado, let's jump into my mini wish list. Before we talk about my mini wish list, I want to give a big thank you to Free Fire for inviting me for their influencer tournament on the newest map, Alpine. The tournament will be played out tomorrow and Saturday on Free Fire's official North American YouTube channel. I will leave a link to that in the description below. Timing for that event is 8 p.m. Eastern on both Friday and Saturday, which is tomorrow and Saturday. So if you're interested and want to cheer me on, make sure you head over to the link in the description below and cheer me on. I'm also going to be leaving a link down there to my exclusive Free Fire channel, so if you like Free Fire content, make sure you go to that channel and drop a sub. But without further ado, let's hop back into Clash Mini. Alright, so the first mini that I want to talk about is a 3 elixir mini. This mini was alluded to that it had existed in the past, so I don't know if it's still being worked on. If you missed the Instagram story on Clash Mini's Instagram, they put a 24-hour story up. I posted it on my TikTok, so make sure you check that out. That link is in the description below. But one of the units was a giant, and I wanted to revisit that because there are no real 3 elixir tanks. I mean, the Lumberjack has 11 HP, the Giant Skeleton has 10 HP, Mini Pekka and Valkyrie both have 10 HP, but Mini Pekka is more of like a damage dealer. So I wanted to have like a true tank-like 3 elixir mini so that it was kind of in par with the Mega Knight in terms of health, but then not overpowering like a 4 elixir mini such as the Mega Knight or the Pekka, which are considered very tanky units in that 4 elixir category. So I want to talk about the Giant. My idea with the Giant is that the Giant will be 3 elixir, it'll have 12 HP, will gain plus 3 HP per level, so it's, if you max all 3 stars, its maximum HP will be 21, and it does 2 damage per attack, or 2 damage per attack, but it does 0.4 attacks per second, meaning to get a full value attack in, it would take about 2.25 seconds to hit a punch for 2 damage. So it's mainly there to be a tank more so than a damage dealer, which is why the high HP and why it would be more valuable to upgrade that as a 3 elixir mini. So that's my thought process into that. And then I also went a little bit deeper and I went to the abilities. So the first ability is Furious Fist. Attack speed increase with the limit to 10. So once it punches 10 times when it's upgraded with Furious Fist, its attack speed will be 1.25 attacks per second. So it'll rage up, and if it gets 10 full punches in, which takes about 2/3 of the battle to get to that point, then it would attack basically once a second, a little quicker than that. So that would be my thought for that. So it would have to survive a long time, and it would need to be able to get multiple attacks in, and it would only really impact toward the end of the battle. So it would gently scale up per attack. Its attack speed would get slightly quicker per attack, but it would still take a really long time, about 15 to 20 seconds to get to that point, and the matches aren't that long. So next ability at 2 stars is Sucker Punch, a small chance to stun the target for 0.5 seconds. So it's just a quick stun, so it's like a boom Sucker Punch, you're knocked out for a second, and then you get back into the fight. So that's my idea for a 2-star ability. And then a 3-star ability is Brass Knuckles. It would be a boast ability, and it would activate a 3-second shield when it takes down an enemy. So that's my thought for the Giant. Let me know what you think about that down in the comment section below, but that is my thought for a 3 elixir tank, and I think the Giant is really a perfect fit for that. Next up, we have the Bandit. This was also shown in that very early gameplay footage, and I put the Bandit as a 2 elixir mini. It has 5 hit points plus 2 per level, so once you get all 3 stars, and you have a 3-star Bandit in battle, it would have a total of 11 hit points. It does 1 damage per attack, and it does 1 attack per second. its 1-star ability would be Dash. It gains a super where the bandit will dash to a new target and dealing 3 damage on impact. So if it's in the front line and it's attacking the, like a Shield Maiden, for example, and then the next target over is a Pekka, once it gets 5 energy, it would get its dash, it would dash over to the Pekka, deal 3 damage, and then start attacking the Pekka. So that's my thought with the bandit. Number 2, this is a very interesting ability. I don't know if this is going to be, like, broken. I'm kind of hoping not, and I hope it's really codable, because I think it's a really cool concept. So the second ability is Stealth Walk. Bandit cannot be attacked while she is not attacking. It'd be a 1-second activation timer between targets. So for example, say the bandit takes down the Shield Maiden, and the next target, the only target left, is an archer all the way in the corner. The bandit would start to walk, because if she doesn't have a super, she's not going to dash over there. She would start to walk over. If she doesn't attack anything for 1 second while she's walking over, she becomes invisible, and then nothing can attack her. I don't know if that's broken, but I think it's a really cool concept, and it's also not like as soon as it kills, boom, you're invincible, right? Like it takes a second, so most units will be able to get 1 more shot before the bandit goes invisible. So if there's just 1 HP left and the archer shot goes in, it's going to take it down before the bandit goes invisible. So it's not like insanely broken. I tried to find a way to balance it, but let me know what you think of that ability down in the comment section below. And then the 3-star is going to be called Head Start. The dash will also become a clash ability. So if you immediately upgrade to 3-star, you'll just get the dash right at the start, but then it won't obviously be a super because you didn't upgrade that 1-star ability, kind of like on Strike, how they have it, but Strike is initially a clash ability. So I don't know how the coding of that works, but that's my idea for the bandit and her abilities. So next up I have the Witch. The Witch I put as a 3 elixir unit. It'll have 6 HP, getting 2 HP per level, meaning it, at max level, all 3 stars, it'll be 12 hit points. It'll do 1 damage per attack and 0.7 attacks per second, meaning it'll take about 1.3 seconds-ish to get a full an attack through, because she won't be able to deal that much damage she won't be able to get an attack per second. It'll be about 1.3 seconds. Then for her first ability, I have Scary Face. The Witch will gain a super where the enemy she attacks will find a new target if there's a target around. So for example, if the Witch is in the back line and you have your Shield Maiden up front, and that, whoa, that was weird, whoa, sorry, and you have your Shield Maiden up front, and then you have your Pekka in the diagonal back, and they have an enemy Pekka in the front line. Their enemy Pekka will target your Shield Maiden, your Pekka will walk forward. Pekka's targeting the Shield Maiden, the Witch will get her super, Witch will hit the Pekka, causing the enemy Pekka to retarget to your Pekka because it is now a closer enemy. So basically it's just like, hey, if there's a new enemy, if I attack you with my super, you need to find a new enemy to attack. So it could be a like pretty good support-ish unit, which would be really interesting to see. Then the second ability that I have is Call of the Dead. When the Witch dies, she'll spawn in a skeleton with 5 HP. It'll do 1 damage per attack, and it'll do 1 attack per second. Now, the reason I gave it 5 HP is because if you're going up against a world champion, and the world champion starts a chain, if the skeleton has 4 HP, it's going to die to the world champion's shield right away, giving it another chain. So you don't want that to be the case, so I wanted to put it at 5 HP, so it would feel a little bit more balanced versus a hero like the world champion. And then for the 3-star ability for the Witch, we have Evil Spell. The attacks will have a small chance to regenerate health for the Witch. So much like the stun or the increase to attack on the Barbarian, or the stun for the Dark Goblin, it'll have that small chance where if the Witch has lost health and it hits a target, there's a small chance that it will regenerate 1 health, keeping the Witch alive a bit longer. So it's not too overpowered because she doesn't have a super fast attack speed, but there's a chance that she'll be able to have some more sustainability if you're able to keep her alive throughout the match. Next up is the Fisherman. I also put the Fisherman at 3 elixir. The Fisherman would have 8 HP, gaining 3 hit points per level, so at all 3 stars it would be 17 hit points. Does 1 damage and has 0.6 attack per second. It has a super called Reel In. Costs 4 energy, it would be 4 energy, and it would pull the closest enemy to the Fisherman, stunning for 1.25 seconds. So if you have a Barbarian King in the front line and your Fisherman's in the back, and there's a Miner that comes in, the Fisherman starts attacking the Miner, he gets his 4 energy, the Miner gets taken down, he would then turn to the Barbarian King, pull the Barbarian King in, and then start attacking it while it's stunned. So that would be my thought for the Fisherman. The first star ability is Fish Slap, small chance to deal +1 damage, similar to the Barbarian's second star ability. Its second ability would be Strong Arm. It'd be a boast. It would increase the attack speed of the fisherman. And then the third star ability is called Super Rod, where Reel In becomes a clash ability. So if there's a giant skeleton and you put your fisherman in the back and you have that third star, you'll pull that giant skeleton right all the way back while your frontline enemies push forward and attack everything else and keep that giant skeleton out of range. Could be a cool concept, could also be, if you don't position it correctly, it actually ends up being worse for you. So wanted to make something that required some skill, but also some thought that goes into it. And the last one is called the Headhunter. If you're not familiar with Clash of Clans, there is a Dark Elixir troop in the Dark Barracks called the Headhunter, and in Clash of Clans, it actually does double damage to heroes. So I wanted to make the Headhunter 4 Elixir, have 10 HP plus 3 HP per level, so a total of 19 HP if you completely max it out. It does 1 damage and has 0.5 attack per second, so it would take 2 seconds to get 1 full attack in. And at 1 damage, you'd think, why is that? Well, here's why. I put a lot of chance cards in here, which would be pretty cool. So it immediately comes with the super that casts a teleport spell onto the furthest enemy. So if they have an archer in the back line and your Headhunter gets the 4 energy, it would teleport directly to the archer. So similar to the Countess in a way. Its 1-star ability is going to be Luck of the Draw. It'll have a small chance while attacking heroes to deal 2 damage. Its second ability would be Pick a Card. Small chance attacks will stun an enemy. And then its 3rd star is the Ace of Spade. A small chance on attack that every enemy takes 1 damage, right? So that's why I had the attack speed so low, is because if you upgrade to that 3rd star ability, there's a small chance that every enemy unit will take 1 damage for its attack. So it can't have a higher attack speed or an ability to increase its attack speed. It needs to be very strong, but that's why it also has the high health, because it attacks so slow. It needs to have some sustainability, which is why I chose the higher health, but then also have that 3rd star ability be something that is pretty impactful, but not completely game-changing, because it's going to take 2 seconds to get 1 attack off. So within 6 seconds, you could deal 3 damage to 1 target, or 3 damage to 1 target, and then 1 damage to every other target, just to get that small chance. So those are the minis that I came up with just for this video. I wanted to keep this, it's 15 minutes-ish right now, 14-15 minutes, but I wanted to keep this one relatively short, and then kind of open the floor to the community to see if you guys like this idea, or like these ideas for minis, or if you have any ideas on your own that you've come up with. I've seen a couple cool things on Discord. Maybe we can do another video where we feature some of the community's ideas, so let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll also check in Discord as well, so make sure you join the Discord, discord.gg/clashmini. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more content. And don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.